Hello there, fellow survivors. Welcome to another section of Panther Code. Today, I want to do some team grading so that eventually you'll be able to grade these tunes yourself. So, Conquest is live now. So the Mythic Conquest is live. So, we all know that when these things was released, we have 46 Mythic tunes that were released at the start of the Mythic week. This week. So for this of them, Ezekiel was a little added to make it a 47. So we have 11 yellow tones released at initial stage, which after Ezekiel it became 12. And the tough tones also, it was 12 initially. So we have 3 of them to be silver and the others were gold. And for the red tones, I think we have 12 of them as well. Also, I think 3 silvers. Yeah, I think 3 silvers and the others were gold mythic as well. So, and the last one, which is the green ones, we have also 11 of them, and 3 of them were also silver while the others were gold. So we're going to be grading all these tones one at a time. I'm going to be starting with yellow the first day today. I'm going to be releasing the others eventually. So the first one, I'm going to be grading them on based on their adrenaline rush. The adrenaline rush is going to give them 2 points if they have a good, very realistic adrenaline rush. I'm going to give them 2 points for that. Going to be signature move, you're going to give them 2 points if there's really a good one, especially one that deals attack and still do the signature move as well. Now we know that the mythic ability is to enhance the signature move and their AR as well. So if their signature move is as if they have a mythic ability of up to 4, I'll give them 1 point for that. And if they have at least 2 of those mythic ability that is enhancing their both their AR and signature move to help the other tones, I'm going to be giving them another for another 1 point for that. At least 2 of it, if it's working, I'm going to give them, so that makes it of 2 as well. So and then their special skills, if it's really a good one, I'm going to give them 2 points. Or leader skill as well, it's really a good one too. They're going to get another they're going to get 2 points for that as well. So special skill or leader skill are in the same stats, so let's not confuse that. Their weapon too, if their weapon is talk, I'm going to give, and it's useless, I'm going to give them 0 points for that. And if the weapon is talk but has a good start, I'm going to give them 1 point for that. If the weapon is talk but is not that useful, you still have to change, but it's very useful, I'm going to give them 1 point for that. If the weapon, they don't have a stock weapon and you just have to upgrade to change it, you can put a better weapon on them, I'm going to give them 0.5 for that. And then I'm going to grade them overall stats. Then I'm going to now total all these together. Now, so we're going to look at Ezekiel first. Ezekiel has 300 Ezekiel has 300 damage defense. It's the defense tune that gives other teammates 300 defense to 300 teammates to 3 defense for 1 turn, and this is not good enough for me, so I'm going to be giving him 1.5 there. His signature move also gives himself, only him, just ability, and he's a tank here. He's supposed to be aiding a lot of people, himself and one other to just guidance shield. Not good enough for me. I'm going to give him 1 there. Mythic ability, he has 4. I'm going to give him 1, but none of this mythic ability is good enough for me, so I'm going to give him 1. We're going to get 1, remain 1. So his leader skill is 25 defense, all teammates gets defense down block. That's a really good one. I'm going to give him 2 for that. Very defense block for 4 turns at the beginning of the match, so that is a very good one too. I'm going to give him a full 2 points for that. His weapon is talk and his 35 defense when was conditioned, so I'm not going to grade that. I'm going to give 0 for that. So his overall stats, I'm giving 0.5 because they are not that impressive, so he's getting 6 out of 10. Now let's look at Alpha. She is a damage roll. She deals 400 damage to one enemy, and one other gets 60 infection for 2 turns. So that means she has the ability to kill 2 turns at the end of turn 2. 2 turns at the end of turn 2. So I'm going to give her 2 for that. That is definitely a good one. a very good one. So and they also get, I think, the signature move is attack one enemy for 150 damage and the enemy gets infection for 2 turns as well, and it's also turn 1. So that means he can do both at the end of turn 1. He can kill 3 turns at the end of turn 2. So his mythic ability, he has a 4. That means he's getting 1 there. And then also agility is there. Agility gives 10% attack boost, definitely another 0.5, and the multitasking, and I think ruthless as well. So these tunes, these are very good, and that means he has at least 2. So she's going to be getting 2 points for that as well. And then, I mean, look at this multitasking. So the last one, which is a special ability, is End Hunter. End Hunter is definitely is crosshair, and you know, when you're talking about crosshair, it's definitely a big deal in the game. So she's getting 2 for that. Her weapon is stock and 25% attack, not a big deal, and in less than that, then the tune has to be less than 30%. So I'm giving her 0 for that. That is not very impressive weapon. You still have to upgrade it or change it or craft on it. So and that's an overall stat. I'm giving her a complete 1. So she's getting 9 out of 10. So we're going to be now Carol now Carol has a 55 APA. She's a support Toon, and let's look if he's supporting so many others. So turn 1, it deals 400% damage to 1 enemy. 2 teammates get elusive and 25 attack. So that is a good. He's supporting Toons with attack boost and so on. That's a very good one. I'm going to give him 2 for that. And also the insignation move, this character gets elusive for 3 turns. I mean, just himself gets elusive for 3 turns. I mean, he can hit that to negate him, so he's getting a definite 0 for that. He's not supporting anybody with that. So he has a total of 4 mythic ability. I'm going to give him 1 for that already. And out of these, none of them is actually enhancing something that actually does good. So when attacking while having an elusive stat, 50% chance with critical gets 10 AP. I think I can give him 0.5 for that. Okay, use this targets. Well, I'm gonna stay at 0.5. Not of these, I think not all of them when attacking. So I'm gonna give him 0.5. So he gets 1.5 for mythic ability. Evasion is a good, but it can be, I don't know, it can be normalized. I don't. It's not such a big deal in the game. Evasion, yeah, it gets you more hits or more stands on the ground, but it's not such a big deal. So I'm gonna give him 0.5 out of. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to just give him 2. I'll give him 1.5. Let's give him 1.5 for that. And his weapon is not stock, so you can change it with lesser, so get 0.5 for that. But let's start 0.5 as well, so he's getting 6.5 out of 10. Now let's look at Gator. Gator is also a tank Toon, and with a rush of 350 damage to 3 enemies. Wow, those enemies get confused for 1 turn, and 2 teammates get camouflage for 2 turns. That is definitely a good adrenaline rush. He's definitely getting a 2 for that. I mean, he's even dealing control. He's dealing control more than the control tunes. Some of the control tunes that I know in the mythic, he's dealing more control than them. So, and it's it's fast. 66 AP. Now let's look at his signature move. He has this character gets guardian shield. Just him getting guardian shield is not good enough, so I'm gonna give him 0 on that, 2 on his adrenaline rush. And then his ability, his mythic ability is only 3. He's getting 0.5 for that, and none of this is doing any enhancement for his bigger rush, so he's gonna get 0.5 on that. And look at his aggro is a new specialist in the game, and this team, I'm telling you, this character gets 30 attack and defense at the beginning of each turn if it was not directly targeted by successful attack. That means if a turn is rushing and is getting the damage, it's not taking that ability off. This ability in the previous also stacks with also other attack, so it's this aggro is a new ability and is a hope in the game, very hope, overpowered ability, because I'm telling you, this thing is, there is no turn limit there except the tune is hit, so it can grow as much as 200, 250, 500 attacks, and it can still be going. So if you can put him on a good defense team where he's pretty much covered very well, maybe by a shield or something else, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage from his rush, and even his basic attacks are going to be awesome as well. So I'm gonna give aggro exact 2 points as well. This is big in the game. This is big in the game, and as you can see, so far he has a 2 on adrenaline rush, and his weapon is on stock as well, so you can change it without having to waste any resources. So I'm giving him 0.5 on that. And so Gator landed himself 5.5 out of 10. The only thing good about him is his rush and the special skills as well. So now let's look at Glenn. Adrenaline rush deals 280 damage to 2 enemies. Those enemies lost 20 AP. That's a control toon, so that's dealing a control there, preventing the enemy from rushing, and so it's a good one. I'm going to give him 2 for that. Signature move: attack one enemy for 100% damage, one other enemy gets another minus 15 AP. I'm also going to give him 2 for that as well. The signature move he asked for, I'm going to give him 1 for that. And then let's look at it. Enemy resistance at 20% lesser, and then gives advantage when taking a critical hit. I think I'll give him 0.5 for his first one on his mythical ability, so he's going to get 1.5. And then his leader skill is 20 HP, and ultimate gets 65 crit for the first 2 turns. 65 crit is a big deal, especially with all these mythic toons doing special hits of basic hits on their rushes, so it's going to be a big deal. So I'm giving him 2 on that. His weapon is ordinary, he's getting 0 on that, and stock as well. So, and overall I'm giving 1. So Glenn is getting 8.5 out of 10.
Welcome to another grind.
Welcome
to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another grind. scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene.
Also
Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. So hot, I gotta get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. So hot, I gotta get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. So hot, I gotta get a little bit of gasoline. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot, I gotta get it. I can make it rain. So hot. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another crime scene.